Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Carshénah with versefilmsproductions, and you've made it back to another horror pick of the week, so let's go ahead and get this started. In the year 2047, a group of astronauts are sent to investigate and salvage the long-lost starship Event Horizon. The ship disappeared mysteriously 7 years before on its maiden voyage, and with its return comes even more mystery as the crew of the Lewis and Clark discover the real truth behind its disappearance and something even more terrifying. Stars Sam Neill, Lawrence Fishburne, Kathleen Quinlan, Jolie Richardson, Richard Jones, and Jason Isaacs. Rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 36 minutes. Directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. I can't help but compare this to other Paul Anderson films such as Resident Evil or Mortal Kombat. There is a distinct look he is good at with technology and particularly the costumes. While I doubt Anderson designed the costumes, you get a sense he likes characters with jumpsuits. The cinematography was excellent, and the lighting gave the film a very eerie feel to it, certainly better than the average sci-fi film. Not only did the film mix two mediums almost perfectly, sci-fi and the horror, it completed the union almost flawlessly, which is exactly the reason Event Horizon works. It is a standalone film, no sequels, no actual killer as such. It is the presence of an unseen evil which corrupts the characters into becoming warped and ultimately the cause of their own demise. For a horror film, the kill count is surprisingly low and no one actually dies during the first hour of the film. It's the suspense of the film and the actual idea behind it which is so unbelievably frightening that you find yourself absorbed and unable to look away from the screen, gripped in fear. That's why this film is so brilliant. The cast is great, it's not overly convoluted, it's scary beyond belief, the story is good enough to keep the viewer's attention and adrenaline pumping, and the special effects have held up surprisingly well for a film that was filmed back in 1997. Paul Anderson also loves the techno-industrial music in his films like Orbital, The Prodigy, KMFDM. The film is generally very likable. Sam Neill is an amazing actor. Lawrence Fishburne, after being Cowboy Curtis, but before being Morpheus, is wonderful. And there's a sense of gore that is more hinted at than shown. Most of the gory scenes are very quick, leaving an impression on your mind for you to create your own imagery. Many horror space movies are just really stupid. Do I need to mention Leprechaun in Space? And sometimes they follow the same paths. But this one really stands out as unique. It needed both the horror and space aspects to work. Here's some fun trivia about the film. Paul W.S. Anderson's initial cut of the film ran 130 minutes and was so violent that both test audiences and the studio balked at the finished product. Paramount ordered him to cut the film by 30 minutes and tone down some of the violence. Anderson has said he didn't have enough time for a proper re-edit and believes he cut 10 minutes too much, although it was announced in 2012 that producer Lloyd Levin had found a VHS tape that might contain a full version of the film. Paul W.S. Anderson, at around a 3-minute mark during the opening dream sequence, a book floats past the camera featuring a picture of the director and his name. The director himself jokes about this detail in the DVD commentary, saying it's his autobiography titled Paul Anderson, A Life. At around 5 minutes, the rotational shot of the space station over Earth took nearly a third of the film's visual effects budget. Thanks for watching. Check out what's new for Space Horror Week right here on SCREAMTOBER.
It came back, abandoned.
Any crew? Negative. This place is a tomb.